Do we need a vision for 2022? I've just got inspiration from Simon Sinek, and he was talking about, where does that vision come from? Why do we need it? Are we so much into society that we just have to have a vision? And I agree with him. I don't think we need a vision going into it. And I think sometimes when you start a business, you always say, right, what's your vision? A lot of people, you need to have, you need to create lasting change. You need to have that breakthrough using some of Tony Robbins' philosophy. And I do agree, I'm happy to, learn from Tony. But I think Simon's got a really important point. We're all burnt out coming towards the end of 2022. As we step into 2022, sorry, I get my years mixed up there. What do we need to do? We need to get better at resilience. We need to get better at looking after ourselves. We need to find out why, as Simon says. And I think that, my own philosophy is, I've been through a lot of trauma, and I've, increased my resilience through, fighting back and working hard, resting and going through all sorts of kind of treatment, healing and counselling, and it's been really good for me. And I've taken time out, I've cried, all sorts of. But I think for a lot of people, because of COVID it's been so much in our faces, it's really difficult for us to try to say, right, what am I going to take control of my life? Because COVID is not going to go away. Am I going to be happy? How am I going to have fulfillment in the new year? Those are some of the questions that I'm asking myself, and I'm sure you're asking yourself. I can't give you all the answers, but I'd like to share some of my thoughts with you. First of all, number one, I would say that take stock of who you are and what's important to you. You might have gone through something, you might have, someone might have died sadly for COVID in your family, one of your friends, and I'm really sorry for that. But think about this, in my story, when my mum died 3 years ago, I didn't know what to do really, didn't know how to pick up myself. Even today I'll cry sometimes and I'll watch a movie, see a funeral. It's kind of thinking back, right, what did my mum teach me? She taught me to say please and thank you. She taught me to be strong. She taught me to help others. And that's the difference, as Simon says. When you go into a bookstore, okay, you see all self-help. But when you don't see a section about helping others. And that's the problem we have in society. Until we step out, we start helping other people. Then we start to feel really good about ourselves, because when we do that, it's so much more better, and we buy into that process of resilience, that self-growing and being more happy because we're helping others. I don't have millions of pounds, I don't have thousands of pounds. I barely have a few £100 in my bank account. But does that mean that I'm down, depressed, and I don't choose to help others? Of course not. I might be a Christian. I hope to think I'm not over-religious. And I would say to anybody, and I respect all faiths, that's really important, is that we come together in the new year as a collective society and we start helping one another. We start helping others in the street, whether that's someone being homeless, somebody might need some help with finding a job, or just just helping a lady, up with a pushchair on a set of stairs at a train station. We've all done that, hopefully. But those are just some of my thoughts and feelings I feel that we need to, understand. And, the inspiration I got from Simon. So I hope that kind of gives you some direction going into the new year and ending this year, because I know so many of us want to just dole the year out. But the thing is, we're still going to be here, okay? And, we're all going to be hopefully throwing up, being healthy, helping others. We're going to have problems come in our direction, that's just life. But we need to get more resilient. And I don't mean punching back hard, I just mean we need to be more helpful to others. And in that process, we do we do become stronger. We have a collective sort of a better personality, if you will. And I think that when we do that, as many workers in society as we are, we start to develop new ways of working and thinking, so the workforce around the world can get stronger. Maybe I'm going a little bit over the top here, but those are just some of my real deep, passionate thinkings around personal development in terms of resilience, but also using Simon's analogy. When you go into a bookstore and you see self-help, you don't see help others. Help others, change your life, change your story, as Tony says, Tony Robbins.